And the kids, leave kids alone. They shouldn't even be in this conversation. Why are you trying to go at the kids when their brains haven't even developed yet? Alright, man, so y'all seen the title, you've seen the thumbnail of this behemoth on the screen. I'm sorry for y'all eyes in advance, but this is something that I couldn't keep my 2 cents out of. And I feel like y'all should know and be aware, if y'all haven't seen this video yet, of the weirdos out here that are trying to poison kids' minds, bro. Like, just take a look at this, man. Just go ahead.
You say you care about the students, but half of you are not sure what gender is, especially transgender. I know the lawyer said transsexual earlier. That's not the correct term. It's transgender. I'm a transgender woman. My pronouns are she, her, and I will only accept those pronouns. I will not be addressed any other way. And in the workspace, I'm protected by that. Our students should be too, especially when they're not over 18, don't have a voice. So
they don't have a voice because they shouldn't even be exposed to this crap in the first place. And it's crazy enough to say, bro, but like the fact that they even get to speak about this type of stuff is insane to me, bro. It's completely insane.
So I'm just imploring you to go beyond what, just really consider, what is this fight really about? Why is it such entrenched? I know we hear a lot about religious liberty, and quite honestly, I grew up in Christian education all through college. I don't remember any of my doctrinal classes mentioning only male and female, and that's the way it should be.
That's because it's common sense. I knew that at a very young age that there was only male and female. Why would you have to bring it up? Why would I have to go to college to know that there's only male and female? That just shows how much you failed yourself. Don't blame that on the college for not mentioning that. And you got on this glued on lace front on your fucking head. And you want to be called a sheep, bro. You want to be called a female, bro. Like, what?
Awesome. Good. You get to believe that. You don't get to impose those beliefs on anybody else. And that's actually what religious liberty is that your right to believe that is protected, but the other person that identifies as something else is also is right to be protected. So I guess I'm here to say is, with Oshkosh Pride, we're paying attention. And we're going to be involved in this conversation if it keeps on going.
And now next up, here we have it, this nice gentleman right here. About to set it straight, man. About to set it straight. Let's see what he has to say.
I think it's absolutely ridiculous that you guys are even considering letting bathrooms and locker rooms being co-ed. I don't care how they identify or whatever kind of delusion people live in, whatever kind of mental disease that they have. Boys are boys and girls are girls. It's simple and basic. It's always been that way, and that's why we have separate bathrooms. I'm not going to allow my girls or my boys to shower with the opposite sex because I don't want them fondled or tainted by one of these deranged people sexually. And that's what lingers in these groups of homosexuality and transgenderism.
And he is absolutely right. I don't have kids yet, but when I do, I guarantee you they will not, and I repeat, they will not be anywhere in the same vicinity. Especially if I have a female. If I have two girls or boys, it don't matter, bro. They're not gonna be taking no showers with that should be common sense, bro. You know what? You know it's a good method to get rich nowadays? I would get somebody that's look like Mike Tyson, train him up a little bit on how to fight, put him into the UFC, but for the girls division. Instead of they're a trans woman, you make bank off that. That's a story for another day, bro. But that just goes to show you how delusional and unfair this whole situation is. Not just for us, but for them too as well. It's mainly on their part, and the kids, leave kids alone. They shouldn't even be in this conversation. Why are you trying to go at the kids when their brains haven't even developed yet? That don't make no sense to me.
Sexually explicit ideology. My daughter goes to Franklin. She brought home books about how it's okay that two parents are gay in a household and it's okay for boys to be girls and girls to be boys. What kind of delusion are you guys living in? Are people really retarded? We're still having these talks? Like, what is going on here? Like,
We don't use that word.
And I don't know when that word became so sensitive and touchy. I don't use it in general, but I don't care about it. But it's ridiculous nowadays, man. You can't even, you barely have freedom of speech nowadays when it comes to certain things. Like, I heard they're trying to add a new law where if you offend somebody enough, you can get put in jail. That it's getting, bro. America is turning into something so soft.
it's a word. I can use that if I want. Yes, I can. And I can't believe people are so open-minded. Their brains have literally fell out. Does nobody know why we had opposite sport teams and opposite bathrooms for boys and girls? To protect both sexes from one another. If they want to play some delusional game and we have to allow it, then they should have their own bathroom and their own their own sports. It's as simple as that. They shouldn't be allowed to women to come and shower in the boys' locker room. I don't want one of these succubuses coming in there spoiling my young gentleman.
Okay. Okay. We crossed
Hey,
the
what?
line.
It's a word. I can use it if I want. Yeah.
No.
Yeah, I can.
No,
Yeah.
sorry.
Yeah.
No.
Okay, or what? Yeah. So yeah, either way, I think you guys all must have some type of mental disease, even considering this kind of thing.
Sir.
I don't understand what's.
And I don't get what's the problem what he's saying right now. He's just speaking his mind. Just like that thing that was on the screen just then was speaking his mind. You know what I mean? Like that. And it's crazy that they're letting people just blast out and blurt out this delusion. But the minute somebody is speaking common sense, aka this man right here, it's an issue all of a sudden. Oh my God, he's making too much sense. He's figuring out what we got going on. We got to get him off the screen. I guarantee you they're about to try to get him off there. Like, and yep. Guarantee you.
We're even considering this. You guys need to vote no, absolutely not, and come back to reality. Dude, you guys need to embrace God. All this kind of talk, dude, from the name of the flag, dude, it is against
Thank
God.
you, sir. Thank you.
Okay?
Thank you.
Yeah, okay, thank you.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
don't use the R word in
Yeah, well, I can use whatever word I want. It's in my big old dictionary, it's thick. I'll get whatever I want in there.
7 to 8% of our school district revenue is at risk right now because we are currently not in compliance. That's what I just heard from the lawyer here who didn't know what gender identity was, and from the gentleman over in this direction, I forget which one, said about 7 to 8%. But those facts put together, I also am hearing a lot from folks that it has never happened before, that we've lost funding from a Title IX violation. I don't have the history in front of me, forgive me. I don't think we've ever been this in violation of a Title IX compliance as we are currently. Now, if we get a gender-based discrimination complaint on day 2 of school, in one of the 3 schools, one of the 19 schools rather, that are legally obligated to comply based on federal law, as it is now. I don't care what the Supreme Court might do. I don't think any of you need to care about what the Supreme Court might do because now we're out of compliance.
So basically, they're trying to punish people for not identifying them right. That shit's crazy, bro. That right there alone is fucking insane. Insane to me, bro. Yeah, let me know your thoughts on this one in the comment section. Try to pray, just pray. That's all we can do nowadays, bro. And keep these people away from our kids, man. Keep these people away from our kids. Yeah, make sure that like button, and yeah, let me know your thoughts on this, like I just said, and we're going. Peace.